Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Keith and welcome to my review of the new movie, Kidnap. This is the new film that stars Academy Award winning actress Halle Berry. Yes, Academy Award winning actress, and well deserved for her excellent work in the movie Monster. But there is something to be said with the Academy Award curse. I mean, after that, she was in Die Another Day, the great James Bond film, but then she went on to make a string of duds like Catwoman and Cloud Atlas. And if this film seems or sounds familiar, it's because she was in a movie called The Call, which does have very similar themes. Now, in this movie, she plays a single mom who is working her butt off. In fact, the first 5 minutes of this film really makes you appreciate people in the service industry. She's spending some time with her son, and then she takes him to the amusement park, and every parent's worst nightmare happens. Her child goes missing. Now, as she's frantically looking around the park, she sees that her child has been taken and is being forced into a car. So like any parent would do, she speeds off in hot pursuit, jumps in her minivan, and gives chase. Up until then, we pretty much know what we're getting ourselves into. Now, when I think of great abduction films, I think of movies like Breakdown, the old movie with Kurt Russell. I think of The Vanishing with Kiefer Sutherland and Jeff Bridges. More recently, I think of Taken, and of course this past year's Hounds of Love. Unfortunately, Kidnap will not be making that conversation. The first part of this movie, or quite frankly the majority of this movie, is extremely nonsensical. It's completely ridiculous, and I found myself, quite frankly, laughing out loud in parts because there's a lot of overacting and you're looking at things that just don't make sense. I don't want to give too much away, but you're watching this film and it just doesn't add up. Halle Berry, for the most part, doesn't necessarily seem to know how she's supposed to play this role, and with that, there's a lot of overacting. I completely believe that, in terms of the mother's intuition and in terms of, the strength and the bond between mother and child, but this movie just takes it to the nth degree. You're watching this film, for the most part, you can't take it seriously. Quite frankly, I was sitting in the theater wondering myself, is this a D- or is this an F? What saved this film, though, was the last 20 minutes of the movie, because all of a sudden it's as if a new director came on board and completely shifted gears with the film. The ending was very entertaining. The ending was extremely strong, probably the strongest part of the movie, which made up for the lackluster beginning and middle. Do I recommend this film? Absolutely not. If you've seen the trailer for this movie, you know that this is something that belongs on Netflix, but not front and center on Netflix, kind of like one of those deep movies that you have to dig to get to on Netflix. Halle Berry is a fantastic actress. Again, she has the Oscar to prove it. She simply needs somebody to give her the work of her caliber that she can deliver another fantastic performance, and stop giving her these random kidnapping movies. Kidnap is not a movie that deserves to be in the same conversation as the other wonderful films I mentioned earlier. The only thing it has in common with those is that I saw them in a movie theater. The others belonged in the movie theater. This one belonged to go straight to video. I give this movie a C-. If you have the chance to see Kidnap, let me know what you think. CFL_fan on Twitter, Facebook.com/WittyWhittier and WittyWhittier.com. Thank you so much for checking this out. My name is Keith, and I'll see you at the movies.